Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for Virgo about the ex. Let's call in spirit with a little wind chime time. I hope you're doing well. Let's see, I think we're going to start today with the Black Tarot, and then I'll use 2 additional decks to get a little bit more clarification after we identify who the main players are. So, Spirit for Virgo around the X. Who do we have? And remember not to get too hung up on the genders, guys. We all have feminine and masculine in us. I hope you got to see how that card fell out, because that's kind of cool. Ace of Swords. Truth. Honesty. Something is coming out, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Moon card. All right, Virgo, we've got 9 of Cups coming out as the hidden energy. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I consider a card that flips over but does not fall out a hidden energy. I think there's a truth here that is pertaining to what it is that makes you happy, that is going to come out or become more obvious to you. Virgo and the X, please. All right, let's see. There we go. Sometimes these cards are a little bit difficult. The Empress, I love to see that. So we've got a well-rounded feminine energy here, a divine feminine, if you identify with that. Oh God, that card just gives me chills. So I don't know how you look at this. It took me a while to figure this one out. But we've got a pregnant lady there, right? And then the head of the feminine is a star, which is gorgeous to me. So remember, for those of you that maybe like me are looking to have little babies, that fertility element in tarot can also quite often speak to creativity. So I like to get, all messed up with paint, get my fingernails broken and all that. Definitely call myself an artist. So when I see that kind of energy, I identify more with the creativity side of things. But for others of you, there might be a message here regarding fertility, like actual fertility. We have Wheel of Fortune coming out. So there is a change in fortune, good karma and bad karma happening. Good karma, by the way, is dharma, but I can't help but think of that TV show, so I rarely use it. All right, so we've got feminine energy here who has fortunes changing, hopefully in her favor. We'll see. And then we've got 9 of Spears. So 9 of Spears, by the way, is Pentacles in this deck. 9 of Pentacles is somebody who has their shit together. They're not codependent. They don't need anything from anyone. They are self-sufficient, including on the mental or emotional side of things, right? And then we've got Page of Swords. Page of Swords is quite often a spying card for me. So it can be more of like an innocent, like I'm just doing some research or I'm studying stuff. I don't know why I have to do the voice. But with it being tied to the 9 of Spheres, I'm getting more of a somebody's watching you because they're jealous. They want to know how you achieved what it is that you achieved. Maybe you came through something really difficult, or maybe they just really like watching you. And then we've got Knight of Spheres. Knight of Spheres is a slow-moving energy. Again, pentacles instead of spheres. And, So this person who is doing some watching or some studying, their progress is slow but determined or focused. So they aren't letting off of the gas pedal, for example. All right. I love this deck, but we'll retire that. And let's move to Edgar Allan Poe. I mispronounced it on one video this week, and it will forever be Edgar Allan Poe now. I also have an inside joke where I would say, toe it up, instead of tear it up. So, shout out to John. Texted me, Edgar Allan, toe it up. So those kind of interactions are always fun. Definitely okay if you guys want to make fun of me. I can handle it. I got pretty thick skin. I make fun of myself at this point. So let's see. What do we have about the Empress? I want to know more for Virgo on the X. Okay, so kind of curious if we've got a spying from both parties situation. Virgo, you might do a little spying on your side and this other person also. So there might have been a little bit of unfinished business. After a betrayal. So we have 8 of Swords coming out with the 3 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. So I get the impression that at this particular moment for you, Virgo, there is kind of that like calm before the storm. You're waiting for the ships to come in, so you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Something major is going to happen and you know it. You might be the author of it, who knows. But this is coming after a period of feeling alone and not sure who you can trust. Like, really, if you can trust anyone at all. Which, I'm sorry, Virgo, that's not a fun place to be in, and I do hope that changes for you. The 3 of Wands might be pertaining to waiting for communication to come in, because 8 of Wands is communication, rapid communication. Birds are symbols for communication, and you can see we have like a buttload of them here. All right, so these messages are going to be, of course, pertaining to the truth that's coming in or being expressed that the Ace of Swords told us about, the very first card. So, Wheel of Fortune, tell me more about that, please, Spirit. So I heard in my head, this card is the one that has the movement, and this was like the prompter, right? So the reason we have karma or a change in fortune is we had a Ten of Wands moment, right? So Ten of Wands is a heavy burden. I keep picturing this deck that I don't even own, but I watch the Dream Clairvoyant, and she's got this deck that has like a guinea pig. I think it's the Alice in Wonderland deck. And he's just got like a shitload of sticks on his back. And that's, you know, like a burden, a heavy burden. So we had something that was stressful and difficult get put out of your life, and you said, I'm moving forward. I'm going to do my own thing. I want a new beginning. I'm going to make a new life for myself. The Fool. Good for you. That takes courage. All right, for Virgo, tell me more about the Nine of Spheres, please. All right, so I've got Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I think this success or this feeling of independence has come about rather quickly. A marked change for you. In fact, I think there would be people around you that are kind of shocked. But they've seen you, perhaps on social media, be very passionate, King of Wands, about something. And it has a lot of people impressed. So you likely have a pretty solid group of people in terms of supporters or people who are interested to see what you do. Knight of Spheres, by the way, is Pentacles, right? We just saw that come out again with the second card, or second deck. Clarified by the Two of Swords. So this energy is slow moving because there are multiple paths to choose from, and they have to figure out which one makes the most sense for them, okay? So we've got the Empress energy, and we've got the King of Wands energy or Knight of Spheres energy. I think for some of you, the King of Wands is more talking about this Empress energy that's in this creativity zone. And then for some of you, this King of Wands is the Knight of Spheres getting passion together because he decided, I'm sick of sitting around and doing nothing. I'm going to take action. Oops, I didn't need another card, but I love this deck, so I took it. Death. You're probably like, oh shit. Don't get scared with the death card. It doesn't always actually signify a coffin. To me, it much more readily represents somebody needing to change. So sometimes it's hard to do and it takes a lot of effort. It can be really difficult to imagine yourself going through all of the individual tasks and steps that it takes to get to where it is that you're looking to go. But stop letting that stop you. You have greatness here. You just need to take the action and stop being a bitch. Sorry, I just felt the need to say that. It's not my fault. Blame spirit. All right, we need one more deck. All right, sorry guys. Technical difficulties. Hopefully it's not like super lame for you, but I'm going to use the Sexual Tarot to get a little bit more information for us here. Spirit, tell me a little bit more for Virgo's ex. Tell me about this Page of Swords. We have the Two of Wands and the King of Wands. We might be dealing with some fire energy here, you guys, or there's a lot of passion. The Two of Wands is going to be specifically about trying to find a sense of direction. It could be between two people, but it doesn't have to be. It could be between like two careers or two places you want to live. All right, I'm not going to lie. This is my favorite ass in this deck. And then the King of Wands here is coming out again, I might note, and is really speaking to somebody who is moving quickly and probably with passion or dedication. There's definitely something really important to this King of Wands that is making him or making them move fast. Tell me more about the Fool, please. Three of Swords. Not my favorite card, but it could mean there's a third party that's going to be coming into the picture or that was already in the picture. Either way, that could be the new start that this Empress energy is going to see. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, please. That's too much. All right, so let's see what we got here. We have the Ace of Swords coming out again. Strong air energy, so we might have air energy in your birth chart. And then we also have the Eight of Wands, more fire energy. So the Ace of Swords is telling me that honesty is a struggle and is slowing things down. There is a need to be honest that someone is distracting themselves from. You see the sword at the bottom there, but dude's in the background playing with his willy. Or she is. Either way, he's being handcuffed in the background. And it really does send a message to me that being honest is something that's a little bit difficult for this energy, and it might take some patience. Eight of Wands, clarifying the King of Wands, is telling me that we've got a lot of communication coming through here. It hasn't happened yet, but it will shortly. And it's probably going to be a little flirty because there's a lot of passion here. And it might be a little shocking, but we'll see. Two of Swords, please tell me more about the Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here? I like that I get a message notification right after telling you guys that there's going to be some incoming communication. All right. Two of Swords. Queen of Swords. All right, so Queen of Swords is a feminine energy that is usually known for her intelligence, generally quite familiar and a fan of logic and honesty. She can also be known as really good at making and sticking to her own boundaries, and in a negative aspect can be seen as somebody who's a little bit of a bitch. Maybe a little bit harsh, a little bit brash, a little bit difficult. I don't really get the negative vibes from this card. I think the Two of Swords being clarified by the Queen of Swords is telling me that there is an energy who is trying to ascertain what makes the most sense in terms of boundaries. Where am I going to draw those lines? And then what can I do to make sure that those lines are respected? All right, thanks for sticking with me through the technical difficulties, and I hope the reading was helpful for you, Virgo. Thank you, of course, for any likes, shares, comments, and subscribes, and have a great rest of your day.